show. So without further ado, let us meet Josh Henderson and Jesse Metcalfe.
What's up, guys?
So, like I just said, I can tell you guys really love each other. During the cocktail party last night, I was like, where are you guys? And you were out in the front just taking pictures, and I saw your girlfriend with you there, and lots of love here, and it's great to see that. So just tell me about what it's been like for you to have this reunion.
Dude, it's so good to see Josh again, and to see the rest of the cast too. I mean, that was a really special moment last night, being back on Southfork when the sun was setting. Really brought me back, you know, because it's been quite a long time, you know, since we wrapped up the 3 seasons of this reboot, and I certainly hadn't been back to Southfork, so that was pretty special for me.
I was actually talking with someone earlier about it. You can feel the energy, kind of the aura, the presence of Southfork, like a mile out. You kind of feel it, and then you see that you're coming up on the ranch, you see the house, and it's just a really special place. And it was super cool. We hopped out of the van yesterday when we got there, took a picture on that long driveway lined with the trees, and kind of took us back to when we first showed up and did our first photo shoot there. And shot the first episode. It's a special place. It really is. You can feel a really cool energy there.
Can you feel the presence of Larry Hagman?
I look at you. I think so.
Yeah.
And it'd be weird. I think it'd be weird to say no. Like I actually, you feel something there, and a little bit of that has to be Larry. I think.
Yeah, Jesse.
I mean, I wasn't that close to Larry, you know?
I didn't have as many scenes.
I didn't have as many scenes with him, but I mean, obviously his imprint is all over Southfork,
yeah.
And I mean, the impact he's made on all these people here, you know, his legacy will live on forever. So, I mean, obviously you always feel his presence and the impact that he's had.
Did you guys have a favorite scene that you did together during the run?
We had a ton.
I mean, all of our scenes that I loved. I mean, I loved working opposite Josh. Definitely, Josh is a great actor. So, gosh, a favorite. I don't know. I mean, the show was so dramatic.
Yeah,
you know, it really was. So there was just so many really intense moments, physical moments. So it was cool to tap into that, you know, and know that you had, you know, someone playing opposite you that you could trust and that trusted you.
I remember, because we were always like at odds, right? So John Ross and Christopher were kind of always, but there was a great moment at JR's funeral when I show up and, you know, Christopher's there and the guy pushes me and Christopher says, hold on, he got my back, and then he punches the guy in the face. And we loved, you know, remember that, right? Like you go, I got this, John. And boom, he came through and gave a right hook to this guy. And those scenes to me are fun because we were always kind of at each other's throats. It was nice to be supportive of each other sometimes.
Yeah.
And that was a big one. When he stepped in and, you know, knocked the guy out in front of me for me, I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, you know, as you said, Christopher and John Ross were always at each other's throats, and we have a clip. I have a few clips that I pulled, and I gotta warn you, this one is a little hard to look at. It's pretty brutal between the two of you.
Really?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Let's have a look.
You should see the four-wheeler he got me. You mean he bought you a little red wagon? Whoopee.
Christopher.
At least we get to go places, and we're not going to take you. John Ross, that's not nice. But it's true. And I'm really glad I don't have to hang out with you anymore, you little drip.
John Ross, just take it easy. We're having a nice evening home.
We don't have to take him with us. Do we, Dad?
John Ross, we'll discuss this later.
No way, I won't take him. He's a tag-along geeky creep. We're pawn scum and toe jam mixed together.
You two want to go straight to bed?
He's too young to go out with us. Why don't you go upstairs and play with your dolls?
No, Christopher, come in. Come on, that's enough.
He started, Dad, he started.
Both did, son. Now, you apologize. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Christopher.
Me too.
All right. Shake hands and we'll forget the whole thing.
No, I won't.
Wow, so,
It's pretty funny.
you guys are great actors. I think that is the best acting you've ever done.
Thank you so much.
It's pretty good.
Incredible, at that age. We'll look at some real clips in just a bit. Did you guys, I know you have, Josh, did you ever meet the young actress who played young Christopher and John Ross? It was Omri Katz and Joshua Harris?
I've met them both. I don't know if you've met them.
You know, I think I might have at a press event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good guys.
They both are.
Yeah,
Super.
they're very cool.
Yeah, and really, I think it was at the Hollywood show.
Yeah, they were both there. Omri and
They were both there, and I think it ended with Omri Katz. I asked him what he's up to now, and he's manufacturing cannabis.
He's in the cannabis business.
And what did he say about Duffy? He wanted to make a Duffy Dreamy Escape marijuana brand or something.
I didn't hear about that.
It was, yeah, so I mean,
Makes sense.
It was all love though, you know, they appreciate the time they had the roles and they're very supportive of the time that they had in the roles. It was great to see. So when we last saw Christopher in the series finale, we mentioned this yesterday, he seemingly went kaboom, just like his mother Pam. And you know, this hurt a lot of fans. There was one fan in particular that put together kind of this moving tribute clip that I found on YouTube. It's a love letter to Christopher, so I just want to kind of look at this.
Got this, cousin. You better grow eyes in the back of your head, cousin, because I'm coming for you.
You must be Elena.
I'm sorry.
No, it was me.
I'm crazy about you, Elena.
I love you.
Pamela, please, I love you.
I love you too.
We're family. We ain't family, bro.
Very moving, very, a lot of love.
We really did have a lot of great moments on the show.
Yeah, that's what I loved. Really got to see the two of you going at it and really showing yourselves as the fine actors you are. I was riding over to Southfork last night. I happened to be sitting next to Steve Cannelli, and we were passing all this new construction that was never there. It was just, I guess, apparently just fields 45 years ago when they were filming this. And he was getting very nostalgic, and he mentioned something I'd never heard, that at the start of the show, he and Larry and Patrick shared a house together. They lived together for a while, until Larry wanted to upgrade, I guess. But they had a lot of fun. And I'm curious, when you guys were cast on the show, did you do anything to try to kind of establish a cousinly, brotherly connection? Did you hang out? Did you have time to hang out?
Well, we already knew each other really well.
You did?
Yeah, we played in a charity basketball league together where we went to high schools to raise money for high schools all around like Southern California. We played in that for years together. We had tons of mutual friends. We'd hang out from time to time. So we didn't really have to create a bond. We already had one.
We went to Italy together with this team, so we traveled together, but we were friends in early
like USO
2000s.
tour.
Yeah, we did a USO tour in Italy and got to.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. But we met in 2002, and became friends right away, and then 3 years later we were on Housewives together.
Yes.
So in our kind of lives and careers have kind of been very, very kind of interwoven, I guess. And it's been great. And then when we landed on Dallas, I remember hearing my manager called and said, "Jesse got Christopher," and I was like, "Holy heck, this is gonna be freaking
amazing."
great.
I never heard that. I never asked.
Yeah, it is. It's super cool.
Well, on the show, you guys were always battling over the same women. And in fact, you both married Julie Gonzalez, Pamela Cloud's daughter. Did you ever have any battling over the same women back in the day, the girls back
Oh, real life?
in real life? Do you have a crush on the same?
No, I don't think we ever did. I don't think. Josh got all the girls.
I'm sure you all had plenty of options there. Well, I ask because the next clip we're going to look at is Christopher and Pamela's wedding. This was from the pilot, the first episode. Yeah.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
God only knows what we're fighting for. All that I say, you always say more. I can't keep up with your turning tables under your thumb. I can't breathe.
Oh, I forget how much I missed this show. Yeah, I really do. I've been watching these clips. I'm like, oh gosh,
That's really
I love
good.
that.
That's really good.
It's a beautiful moment, and with a beautiful cast. I was curious if you had any memorable behind-the-scenes moments with Julie or Jordana Brewster that you can remember.
So, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, it was pretty crazy, yeah, the storylines that Cynthia and the writing team wrote concerning, Julie Gonzalez's character and Jordana Brewster's character. The fact that we just kept going back and forth between the two of them, it was pretty wild. And I honestly thought, like, Elena, she really went off the deep end in season 3. I mean, I personally did not understand the direction of her character in season 3. It just seemed pretty abrupt. But there was a lot of laughs, between takes, that's for sure. When you're doing all those kind of steamy love scenes, you got to keep it light because it can get really awkward. That one scene where Julie Gonzalez's character and my character kind of hooked up at the country club in the locker room was a pretty wild scene, and we actually did hit heads in that scene, and they kept it in.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
So that was a pretty cute scene. We had a lot of fun shooting that, but there were so many, fun little moments and a lot of laughter.
I will say that both of those girls love to laugh. They're both Latina, and were just kind of wild in their own right. And I had this thing where I would, especially with Julie, right before they would say action, I'd do the most outlandish, vulgar joke that I could think of right before to try to get her to crack. And then she'd squeeze my hand like that to try not to laugh. But we just had a ton of fun. I mean, really, it was seamless and fun. And the show is intense, right?
Yeah.
We had to be on. We always had to be really dialed in. And so when they said cut, it was time to just
let us
laugh.
steam.
Yeah. And we had a great time.
Have you been able to stay in touch with Julie and Jordana?
I run into Julie and Jordana from time to time. It's a small town.
Yeah.
They're both still in Los Angeles, still in the West Hollywood area. But no, I don't stay in touch with them regularly, but I see them, both working. I saw, Julie doing some movies for Hallmark, and Jordana, popping up in some different interesting indie movies and stuff. I mean, they're both gonna have long careers. They're both really talented.
Yeah, I mean, I don't talk to them regularly, but we're just we're on great terms, and I love them. And
hopefully they can come here to one of these. That'd be amazing to have all of you here.
We'd love to have
Wouldn't that be something? Tell them, call them and say what a great time you had, and they should come We're getting close to the 50th anniversary of Dallas, which is crazy.
That's wild.
That's going to be a big one. So,
Wow.
Okay, so then it was John Ross's turn with Pamela. Let's look at their wedding.
So if you need any advice, you know, someone who's been through this before, with the same bride.
It's the last one of those you're gonna get, cousin.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Did we say I did? Kind of sure. Did we make it?
Wedding scenes are a big deal, aren't they? It takes a long time to shoot those. Yeah, I mean, tell us, it's like an all day or into the next, how many days did that take?
Well, I mean, so the show started off with Christopher's wedding, right?
Absolutely.
And you got at least 150, 200 extras. And you gotta get shots, and I think with that they had that Adele song, which is gorgeous, and swooping and helicopter shots. This was like, I feel like when we were doing Dallas, it was kind of before the drones were popular. It was still actual helicopter shots that we got on the show, which was really cool. But you know, it does take a lot, and those kind of scenes are very expansive, and you gotta get everything, and crowd reactions, and the whole thing, and the walk down, and it's a lot, but it always turns out great. They did a great job.
You've been to, I'm sure, a lot of real-life weddings over the years. I was curious if there are any similarities in terms of the bride getting jitters, the long speeches you have to sit through.
Yeah, they're both boring. Big group scenes are honestly the bane of my existence. They really are. You're just kind of like on your feet all day with all these extras, and everyone has their moment where they say their one little line, and it takes forever. So, yeah, they're tough.
We did have a scene in the first episode where we're all at a table, and there was looks between me and Christopher and Patrick, and everyone, there was 9 of us, I think, at the table, and everyone has to get their coverage, and everyone has the line, and everyone's kind of, and I remember that specific scene in the pilot took more than a day. We came back the next day, and we're like, oh my God, we're still at this table. Wild. We're still doing that scene. So those are kind of, it's best when you're just with one other person, get coverage on both people, and you're done. When you have more than 4 or 5 people, it takes a while.
Did you have to eat during the whole time too? Were you eating steak and mashed potatoes for 2.5? Well, I mean,
there's a trick.
You're at a dining table. I mean, you had to fake something, right?
What's crazy is
sometimes you have a spit bucket. Yeah, if you don't want to keep eating the food, they'll bring you a bucket. And you say,
I've been acting for almost 25 years, and I can tell you this: I've never swallowed a piece of food in my entire career in a scene.
Really?
I haven't. There's faking. You do this, and if you, at least
a lot of chewing.
At least for me, if you see, anytime you see a dinner, out at a restaurant or wherever at the dinner table, if you see someone eating, they're either not eating or they're faking it. I've never actually swallowed a piece of food in a scene, from what I know.
Last night, gosh, forgive me.
he's that good.
Someone told me that the next scene is your favorite. Let's see if they were right. What is your favorite scene from the show? I mean,
I feel like my go-to would be the "I'm Not My Father" scene with Sue Ellen.
Yeah, I think it was Sue Ellen with Linda. I think that's it. Yeah, let's have a look. This was the pilot episode when Christopher married Pamela. There was a scene with John Ross and Sue Ellen.
Bullshit! I know what I saw!
No, you don't know, because you are drunk. I'm telling you the truth.
Even drunk, I know the sound of a lie. And you are an expert at it, just like your father.
I am not my father! Are you so hell-bent on punishing JR for his sins that you're willing to destroy the relationship with your only son? Damn it, I need you, Mom, and you sided with them. I'm your son. You remember that? Or are you too damn addled to remember who I am? Why are you doing this to yourself again, huh?
Don't you get it? You did this to me. You and your father.
No, Mama. You did this to yourself. You're so busy seeing the ghost of JR and me that you cannot stop to take a hard look in the damn mirror. You want me to take responsibility for my actions? And you take responsibility for yours.
I'm guessing after Larry passed, I imagine Linda appreciated having someone to kind of play off that dynamic. It was obviously different, mother and son, not mother and wife and ex-husband. But did you guys in some way bond more? Did you have a chance to bond more after Larry had passed on?
Well, I called her mother every day.
You did?
Oh yeah, Mama. I walk in and say, "Good morning, Mama." Lynn and I definitely have a special bond. She's pretty awesome.
She's awesome. She is. I'm a big fan too. You still call her Mama? Yeah, you getting a little choked up?
What am I doing? Sorry, guys. This is ridiculous. That scene actually almost broke my hand on the marble countertop.
Really?
Yeah, I was done after that. I was like, yeah, my wrist I think is broke. But she's great.
Yeah, I know you both were fantastic in that. Okay, so we're going to give you a chance to ask questions in just a bit, I promise. I'll be running long with these. So let's go back a little in time. As you said, you first met on the set of Desperate Housewives. But did you, I mean, were you on at the same time?
No, we met auditioning for Desperate Housewives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We tested against each other.
Yeah, we were like in the same room testing.
Yeah. And you both ended up in the show. So you were Austin, you were dating Julie,
Yes.
Terry Hatcher's daughter, Julie.
Correct.
And then, well, I mean, classic. You were John, we know what you were clipping. Besides, you can go in his hedges. It was classic. So, priceless. That was the pilot, I think, right? I mean, when they established that relationship and. Oh,
yeah.
it's classic. All right, so I don't know that I have that scene, but let's first look. This is Josh's scene with your Nicolette Sheridan's nephew, Austin. That's right.
Yes.
It's a scene with Terry Hatcher.
All I'm saying is that I'd feel a lot safer on the pill.
But if you're not 18, you need parental consent. Do we really need to give your mother another reason to hate me?
She'll hate you a lot worse if you get me gay. Hi.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye. Can't we just keep using condoms and be extra careful?
Are you crazy? They're not dependable.
Sure they are. Why do you think everybody uses them? Read the box. They all have to pass inspection.
It's too risky. Condoms are only 85% effective. Mom! Mom, what happened? Are you okay?
Oh, I was just, I lost an earring.
Mom, you're wearing both your earrings.
Oh, I found it.
That's crazy.
Let's go right to the next one. Yeah, this is Jessica Diva, LaGloria.
So, Elise, what are you doing here?
Carlos found this under the bed.
Oh, crap.
It's okay. It was a close call that I managed to cover. I've got you these. So from now on, we can't let Carlos see you around the house wearing anything resembling a gym sock.
You want me to mow your lawn in sandals? I'd lose a toe.
Imagine what you would lose if Carlos finds out you're trimming more than the hedges.
That's where I got the line from, so I can blame it on Mark Shearer.
That's a big deal. That show took the world by storm, and this guy was on the front of it. So
it was huge.
It's very cool.
I was on set that day, and that day we had Mark Cherry, who was the creator of Desperate Housewives. He came over and we took a photograph of you and Eva and Mark Cherry, and that was the cover of USA Today. Not the life section, the actual full paper cover. And it was very rare for a TV show to have that position. So yeah, it was huge. Go back in time and tell us about that phenomenon where you were everywhere and everyone wanted to talk to you.
Well, I was just happy to have a job. I went through an entire pilot season, I didn't book anything, and I tested for Desperate Housewives, which was a recast, right at the end of that pilot season, and ended up booking it. So, I mean, I was very grateful. And you know, I was just kind of riding the wave, you know, because that show really broke me, and I had everything, you know, coming at me, and you know, and I was just enjoying it. Matter of fact, there's a lot of, you know, stories about all the drama on that set between, you know, some of our lead females, and I was oblivious to it basically, you know, because I was just so thrilled to be on a show and was just so in the moment. But yeah, I mean, it's a great show. I mean, Mark really he wrote an iconic show. It's stood the test of time. People are still interested in it. You know, I believe they're rebooting it. Kerry Washington's production company is rebooting it, calling it Wisteria Lane.
That's right.
I don't know if they're going to use any of the original cast, possibly not. But you know, there's still interest around the show, which I think, you know, speaks volumes to the impact that it had. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, because we knew each other, and we were friends, and we tested. It was a recast, and we tested against each other, and I got the call, Jesse got it, and I was happy for him, and I was super jealous, because I was like, dang, I live right across from Universal Studios, I can ride my skateboard to work. Cut to a year later, and I got on the show as well, which was great. And yeah, I'll never forget, and I'm sure he could attest, I mean, we shot at Universal Studios. We're up at the top of the hill, like on Wisteria Lane. It was more about the women, so I'd have like one scene, and then I'd have like a 5-hour break, so I'd use my little employee card and sneak in the back gate and go ride rides for hours while I was at work, and then they'd call me and be like, Josh, we need you in 30 minutes. I'd be like, okay, I'm on the Temple of Doom ride, I'll be right there. And it was the best. It was awesome. And it was it was just super cool to be able to be a part of something like that, just like Dallas. I mean, these are two of the biggest shows of all time, really. So it's pretty cool.
And I'm sure you can echo what Jesse said. Never any drama on the set. You're never witnessed any.
I didn't notice it. We were so young and just stoked to be there. And like Nicolette was so cool because Nicolette Shannon was just like the coolest. And I would hear about things, but to me, all of the women were super, super cool. I think the one that I worked with least was Marsha Cross, but all of the other ones were just the coolest. Yeah. All the guys were great on the show.
Yeah, that's very true, yeah. And if you want to hear more stories, my book is available outside from my Desperate Housewives stories that Marcia contributed to, and Mark Sherry did as well. There were a lot of great days, and then there were other days. Let's ask about some of your questions. What questions do you have for these gentlemen? Yes, please, right here.
I was so happy when it became Ewing Energies and you focused on all the different things. Because I picked up on Bobby's old solar adventure. So why did they drop the NASCAR storyline completely?
I'll be honest with you, I really don't remember. I thought it was a great storyline in the second season, right? And was it supposed to continue throughout the entire show?
Was it season 1?
I think that was just something that they did for that one season, but I certainly enjoyed that storyline. That storyline was awesome, you know? Yeah. I mean, dude, I got to train at Texas Motor Speedway. I did the NASCAR experience at Texas Motor Speedway, and I actually, took the car, this NASCAR around the track and parked it in a scene. I mean, it was a big production. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember that they were trying to figure out what driver was going to be on the show. It went from maybe it was Jeff Dunham at one point, and then and we ended up with. Is it Clint? Who was it? Do you remember? I know. We should have known this, but anyways, it was cool. And we all, as a cast, got to go to when NASCAR came through Texas. We got to go to the Texas Motor Speedway and say, "Driver, start your engines," and that was pretty great.
They used to have that Toyota Grand Prix in Long Beach. Did you guys ever get involved in that?
Yeah, I did. I participated in that one year.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow. Who else were you driving against? Do you remember who else had cars that time?
Yeah, honestly, I really don't. That was a long time ago, but I remember it being a lot of fun. I mean, I jumped at the chance to race cars. I go to Thermal all the time and do the BMW experience and drive those like M4 BMWs on the track. I mean, anytime I get the opportunity to race cars, I take advantage of it.
What's the fastest speed that you think you've reached?
In an Indy car, I did a tandem ride in an Indy car going 240.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so,
what?
Yeah, an Indy car. Yeah. There was 2 seats, and I was on TV while I was taking the ride, so I was mic'd up, and they were like, "How you feeling, Jesse?" And my face was just like plastered, and I was like, "This is great!" Yeah.
The first time I met Larry Hagman at Southfork was in 2004, and I said, "I'm going to be spending a week here in Texas. What do you recommend I do?" And he said, "Get a fuzzbuster." Because those cops are ruthless. And
Fuzzbuster.
Yep.
I haven't heard that term in a while.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's
a radar detector.
Fuzzbuster is, it's a detector, so it detect when the police are out there.
A fuzzbuster.
Yeah. He gave me some other advice too that I can't talk about.
Some premise thing I never heard of.
He was a character. Who else has a question? Yes, please.
Hey guys, just want to thank you all for your performances. Those first 2 seasons, Cindy wrote some gold for you guys. And your chemistry was great, the entertainment level was great, and Jesse, you kind of alluded to it, the show kind of lost its way, 3rd season with some Mexican cartels, but one of the things I always wanted to know, who's the better one-on-one player? Who's the better basketball player?
I like that. That's great.
It's a good question. We might have a different answer, but no,
Probably Josh.
No, we're both pretty darn good. We're both good.
I can't play at all now. I can't even get off the ground.
We actually, in that, I think it was the first episode, but we had like a whole day of rehearsals to do the whole basketball scene where we, it was all choreographed, and Jesse and I were like, do we really need to, we could just play basketball. Why don't you just turn the cameras on and let's play basketball a little bit. But we had a lot of fun with it, and I think actually Christopher won that one-on-one battle in the first episode.
Very unrealistic, huh, Josh?
Who else? Yes, please.
What are your guys' future plans?
Good question. Yeah, you guys are busy. You got some roles coming up. Tell us about that.
Just keep working it, I mean, the business is pretty challenging right now. I've kind of been hopping from independent film to independent film. I got 3 different independent films coming out. A horror movie called Possession at Gladstone Manor, an action comedy called Boris is Dead, and then I just did a comedy called Mr. Fun, which is like a Van Wilder kind of movie. I want to get back on a series, definitely. I mean, I love being on TV and, being in people's homes every week, so that I can like really make a connection with, the viewers. And I mean, TV's where it's at. It's where you can make the best living. It's the most consistent, so obviously I'd love to get back on a show soon.
We love that too.
I was actually talking to Jesse yesterday, and I'm like, why don't we just put a project together with both of us again? I mean, come on, it's worked in the past. But it is, as Jesse mentioned, the industry it's changed and it continues to evolve, and it's got to be one of the toughest industries in the world. But I'm so grateful for it. I'm grateful for my career. I'm actually going to Dominican Republic in a couple weeks for 6 weeks to shoot a crazy action film in the middle of the jungle, so that's going to be a ton of fun. I'm excited about that.
What are you playing?
So I play essentially a special ops guy. The movie starts 500 years ago. Spanish conquistadors are coming to this random island, and they end up slaughtering all the natives, and they got the queen in a tree, and they're about to kill her, and she goes, "I will curse any human that ever touches foot on my island." Cut her head off. Cut to 500 years later, and you got me cruising in a boat with sunglasses, headed to this island, thinking I'm going to fight cartel, having no idea I'm about to fight this 500-year-old spirit that slays human beings.
I'm in.
It's gonna be a ton of fun. Anyways, that one's fun. But I've got a Christmas movie that I'm about to shoot, and another movie about sports betting called American Parlay. So as hard as it is, we're super blessed to be able to try and just continue to work and do what we love to do. And it's pretty amazing that we get to do what we do.
Yeah, we've only just seen the beginning, I think, of your talent. Guys, you are the best. This has been so much fun reconnecting with you this weekend. I'm going to let you go play some more with the fans and with each other. It's so great seeing you guys.
Thank you so much, guys.